o'clock.
Come on.
I'll call it to order first, so we can adjourn it. Roll call.
Okay. Lee,
Present.
Catherine. Present. Igor,
Present.
Scott,
Present.
Jerry. Absent. Margaret, present. Bonnie.
Present. And you saw my note, we had to meet because the sit
Yeah.
down, I mean, at this late date. And the public hearing, per Bailey's request is being continued to August 11th.
I was in such a rush, I'm surprised.
And he will be 21 days before then. He is bound and determined to have a complete package, all its complete stuff. He's bound and determined to work in the 10-day prior meeting with Lee and I, and as he has his, subdivision, approvals, the septic.
Good, good.
It's been approved, he's got that. And the only thing he told me he's really missing so far right now is the letters from the town officials that he needs. He hasn't, gathered all those yet.
What's that?
The letter from the police chief,
Oh,
the
why do they need that?
highway,
Usually
fire
you
law
don't have that.
regulation.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
District fire,
Okay.
yeah.
So if for some reason they don't, they're unable to go on August 11th, let's just say, do we have any timeline where we have to stop and start again and close the public hearing and then start?
No, we might wanna think about that.
All right,
when
no,
we
I just-
do. I
just
do
a
not
question.
believe we
Good
do.
question.
Yeah, all right.
I think we wanna think about that when we redo our subdivision, but we
Okay.
don't.
The engineers must have tied him up, because the guy was
You
in a
don't.
big rush.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Go on.
He said, Bailey did say to me, well, he wasn't complaining or anything, that it was more complicated than he thought to redo the plans,
Yeah.
you know, to readjust them to the floor and all. It's not just simply drawing a different line.
No.
So we won't talk about the project anymore because we're not having a
Mhm.
hearing tonight.
Good.
But it will be, he is determined it's gonna be, next month.
Good.
Okay, let's go.
All right, the minutes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting.
Thanks, man.
All right, any corrections, errors, or omissions? All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
I'm
Everybody,
staying because I wasn't here.
okay, we have one abstention, any other abstentions? Okay, then we got all yays and one abstention. Report of any officers and committees. Selectmen?
It's a big dig, you know. Sure.
Whew.
And we did, excavation did not meet.
What's that?
The excavation committee. did not
Okay,
meet.
didn't meet, the floodplain,
And
didn't,
Jennifer Gilbert has
me.
got back to me, I'll email her again.
Okay. Thank you.
status of telecommunication towers, since the last time, they've done some work, some stuff's happening up there, somebody saw something happening.
Well, they build it.
Yeah, they said when I had the conversation with him, he said, yeah, this fall, we're gonna do it. And I heard that between now and then, somebody saw something
that white stuff.
arriving, somebody saw something happening.
From the sky. I heard of some, that materials were being delivered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet that goes up pretty fast once they get.
Yeah.
published.
Sure. The neighbors will be very happy.
The status of the bond, that is,
Yeah,
Do they fly the tower by the helicopter? I think they're cranes, I think pieces, you know, it's a erector set.
the bond is a topic we should talk about a little bit tonight. And I think, Margaret and I were talking when we got ready for the meeting, that it probably would behoove us to ask, somebody from the Department of, Revenue Administration or whomever, perhaps it's Stephen Griffin or somebody, to come really give us a lecture on notice of intent to excavate process and what it means and what it's all about. I mean, we were trying to read these forms and oh boy, good luck reading them.
Mhm.
You know, what exactly all these lines mean, because they seem to be contradictory, or what in the heck is that? You know, we don't 100% understand them, I don't think. And so we've got
That's a great
three of
idea.
them.
So
So get somebody.
how do we get the guy here?
Even if you could zoom in or something.
Yeah, so we're gonna call them, if everybody thinks it's a good idea,
I think it's
we'll
great.
let-
Great idea.
learn.
Yeah,
Because I think,
Let's
I
learn,
remember last year, Rex fooled us
yeah,
on if Coen Brothers had the same things as he was
And
required.
we were doing our darndest to make things,
And
yeah, we were trying as hard as we could, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, it makes no sense, this is the divine property. And description of earth to be excavated during the 12th year. 135,000 question mark, I mean, what does this mean? We don't know what it
so let's
means.
get them, let's get them
Get
here.
the
expert.
The
Yep.
reclaimed area says 0. So, you know, we don't understand it,
Yep,
so.
we need to know, yep, good.
All right, let's become educated. And we uncovered, let's see, we got the bond from, Ponds early.
Good.
We got that. And then there is a bond, one of, the Calder Construction Company, that looks like it's due now. Can you remember which one? There's one of these that looks like it was due now.
Previously had a bond that, the board before the current configuration agreed to allow him to have one bond covering both the east and west side pit.
Okay,
Sure.
And that one is currently expiring.
okay, so does he need a reminder? Do we remind him, or what, how does that work?
And that's part of what the question is do we need to ask him to increase it now to the amounts that are in the current regulation?
Okay,
Because it was at the
at the previous,
previous
Yeah,
right, yeah,
lower amount,
yep,
so.
I don't know. That's-
there's-
I don't know.
I don't know.
Attorney question?
Or a DRA guy question.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
and
I
that's
don't
one
know.
of the things that we
So-
want to educate ourselves on.
So, yeah, so we could possibly remind him and say, we're trying to get the right answer for you.
yeah,
So the bond is just, is permit's not changing, the bond is up, you know, and the regulations on the amount has changed.
yes,
Correct.
So I've got to email Laura about junkyard, so I'll ask her.
yeah.
That's
Perfect.
Ask her about that, and remember the last time, they talked us into the lower amount of the bond, because it's ledge, remember that? When they talked us into the one bond for the two properties, rather two separate ones, one bond, and they made the argument that the bond amount can be the 10,000, not the 25,000, because it's a ledge, it's a rock pile.
It is
It's
a rock
not the
pile.
usual, not the usual
The one side,
for reclamation with grass and all that. So those are questions.
the one side is a rock pile, and I think they use it mostly for, storage.
Right. So we just need to be educated. So let's do that before we know what in the heck we got
Yep.
here. All right, correspondence received by the board, we had one, but it relates to the public hearing, the continued public hearing, so there's no point in
Right,
talking about that tonight. Shouldn't talk about it tonight. Assignment of a floodplain point of contact. We
That was,
probably should have one and.
and we pulled that back and assigned you.
Oh, good.
Oh, thank you very much.
There was a third piece of, correspondence that didn't make the agenda that was notifying us that, HB something or other requires us to include in our minutes the start and end time and the name of the secretary each time that we produce minutes, which we were already
We do
doing.
it anyway, that
Okay,
became law, that
Wonderful.
became law, so we do it anyway, but,
Extra hundred.
It's named up Kathy, she's the one who's doing it.
Thanks, Sam.
I haven't heard a word from the alternate volunteer. And I didn't contact her anymore.
We've got a crew that shows up pretty well.
Yeah, but it would be, and it could be that something that we announce, yeah, that we announce, you know, at town meeting or something like that, hey, you know, we're looking for alternates, where, you know, because you should always have people in the pipeline,
Yeah,
whether it's for this or for.
maybe Judy can put it on Facebook page, you know.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I looked on Facebook and I did find her, but I didn't contact her on Facebook.
I don't mean her.
No, that's kind of.
Yeah, but anybody, right?
I didn't do it, but
I
I
agree, we should
didn't
like
do
a
it.
general-
I didn't
Yeah,
do
Yeah,
it.
general message.
General message, you know, we're looking for small business.
Yeah, right.
It was a message twice
Please
to
see
speak about the
alternate
police.
boards.
She sent an email though, right? There was an
She sent an
but,
email of
back and
interest,
Yeah,
and I called her and said, well, come to the meeting,
Yeah.
introduce yourself, well, you know,
Not that.
and she didn't do that.
could be away on vacation. too, or
And,
something.
Yep.
And her last name, you know, is a local last name, Berry, so you make the assumption it's part of the Berry family. I don't know for sure.
The crazy part of it, no.
So,
I just.
Every family has a crazy one.
yeah.
Better yet, everyone has family.
Can we do this, Bob?
I have family too. I can say that.
Yeah, because sometimes we do, we do
All right.
have a little fun, but it's all well intended. We're absolutely not intending to make fun of anybody, but we do.
Oh,
That's
is that it?
Before I get it,
Look at him, he's trying to beat you.
Before I
get yourself in more
trouble.
I'm trying to save you, Scott.
Any other trouble we can get into tonight? Is this it?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think that's it.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
You almost got your 15 minutes, Mark.
Right.
12 minutes.
But the wonderful work we did was decide we need advice on.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Right.
a wonderful thing
All right.
that we.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks,
To the
guys.
lake, to the lake.
Yeah, have fun.
Margaret, remember those certificates I didn't sign with